And welcome to Waupun Pioneer News interview of Mayor Ron Bishop. We are coming up on Mayor Bishop's
Mayor Ron is fine.
Mayor
Ron
Ron
is
Mayor.
good too.
Yes,
I'm
Mayor.
not that formal.
No.
I wear a tie.
No,
Usually.
no. So Mayor Bishop's 100th day in office, and we wanted to ask Mayor Bishop a couple questions about why he ran for office and what he plans to do as mayor. So Mayor Bishop, would you explain to us why exactly you ran for mayor of Waupun?
Yeah. I love Waupun. I always have loved Waupun. I don't know exactly where that came from. I was kind of a nerdy kid that way too. In high school, I was voted most likely to live in Waupun forever, and so far I'm winning that award. You don't know what the future will bring, but I do love Waupun. Even when I was in my 20s, I got involved in city government for a long time, thanks to the help of the then Mayor Bob Reinap, and then I served with Bob and Mayor Jody for about 9 years, I think it was. Got out of city government and then went into partisan politics and really enjoyed that. But I always knew I wanted to come back into city government at some point, and I always knew at some point in my life I wanted to be the mayor of Waupun, because the coolest thing you get to do as the mayor is to be the biggest cheerleader for the city. And I've always loved Waupun. It's such a great little city. I think we take it for granted, the people who live here, how nice we have it. It's a very clean city. It's a very safe city. We're the 7th safest city in the state of Wisconsin, and we've been in the top 10 for several years. We have an amazing utilities department. We have the best drinking water in the state of Wisconsin. We have the only reverse osmosis water plant in the whole state. Our water costs a little more than other communities, but you don't need a water softener here, and your appliances last a lot longer because of it. Our power is very reliable. Our department works crews work very hard. We have several parks. They keep them maintained. We have a state-of-the-art baseball complex that the city owns. It allows us to have all these tournaments throughout the summer, which has been phenomenal for the hotels and the restaurants. I just like Waupun and always wanted to be the mayor.
That's really great to hear. Thank you very much for that, Mayor Bishop. We also wanted to know, there's a lot of people who've been asking in comments on Facebook and just in the community in general, what exactly have you so far accomplished as mayor in the last 100 days?
Well, first, it's hard to believe it's been 100 days already.
Oh, yeah.
That went quick. And that first night was really cool. We had a standing room only crowd that turned out to see me get sworn in, and that was a really neat feeling. A little overwhelming at times. So my accomplishments, well, I wanted to hit the ground running. So one of the very first things I've done is, with the help of our economic development and Kathy Schleve, I've been touring local manufacturers in town. Like, a lot of these manufacturers are in Waupun, and a lot of people who live here don't realize that they're here, or they know they're here, but they're not exactly sure what they do. If you're a local manufacturer, you're not advertising in Waupun to buy their product, because they're selling it to a different business that sells it in the future. And there's a lot of cool stuff going on in Waupun. I toured Rust-Oleum out in the business park, and I didn't even know that they make all the paint that is used on the Mackinac Bay Bridge in Michigan. They also make all the paint that is used on the George Washington Bridge in New York, and that's kind of cool stuff. I toured Eagle Publishing, and they make the bags that you get food in. And I learned the whole process on how they do that. And one of the products is these ready-to-eat pickles that are very popular at Quick Trip. Those bags are made here in Waupun. I think stuff like that is really cool, and I love learning that and sharing that with the community. As far as accomplishments, one of the things I've ran on the last 2 years is city logo branding, whatever you want to call it. Waupun is such a unique city in that we have these 7 outdoor bronze sculptures that were gifted to us over the years by Clarence Shaler. Obviously, the most famous is the end of the trail, and it's on our city flag. Well, when I was running for office, the city flag only flew in 2 places, and most people didn't even know one existed. It flew at Waupun Utilities and at Shaler Park at the Veterans Memorial. And one of the things I really wanted to do was hang the city flag at city buildings. So I got the city flag. It's now hanging in the council chambers, and it's flying on the flagpole at most of the city buildings, including the city hall, the library, the historical society, a couple other places in town. Some businesses have even requested them, and there's a few houses that have it now too. I think that's cool. It shows pride in Waupun, and it's a way people can show pride in their community. I sometimes think in Waupun we're nice, humble people, and we gotta brag a little bit because it's a great little city.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Mayor Bishop. And then a lot of people were also wondering about what you plan on doing through the remainder of your term as mayor.
To keep doing what I'm doing, I'd really like to get this wayfinding sign issue done. I'd like to get the end of the trail statue on that. It makes us super unique as a community. I want to keep touring the manufacturers in Waupun and promoting what they do and educating the public. I'm super excited now with the United Co-op building that they've broken ground, that we're going to get Shaler Drive connected in the next year or two. I really believe we're going to do that. When I ran for mayor, it was one of the things I promised to work really hard to do, because that will be a huge development area in the city of Waupun. Once you can go from mobile McDonald's all the way to the truck stop, right along the highway, I think we're going to have a mixture of residential and commercial development along that thing, and it's going to be fantastic. Right across from the truck stop, we're putting in Bayberry Lane, and All Phase is building a new building out there. That corner of the city, I think, is going to explode over the next few years, and I'm really excited to be a part of it.
Very, very good. It's good news to hear. So I believe that's all we had for today. Mayor Bishop, did you have any comments you wish to share with people of Waupun?
Just how much I appreciate that they've entrusted me with this office, and it's really an honor for me to be the mayor. I love being the mayor. I love this community. I love the people who live here. I like the people who work for us. Like Kathy Schleve, Angie Hall, and Jenny Peterson here at City Hall. They make me look competent every day, and they're fantastic. And I couldn't do this job without them. And they don't get enough credit. They're behind the scenes. Same with all the guys and girls who work for this city. They do an amazing job. You know, that storm, we had bad weather coming in, and the general manager, the utility, sent out a text message, and everyone was like, "Yep, we're on call. We get it." There's just so many people dedicated to Waupun, and I'm very proud of all of them.
Thank you very much. That's very good, very encouraging news to hear. Thank you very much for taking the time to speak with me.
Yeah, thanks for stopping in.
Yes.
Always glad to have visitors.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Thank you again.
Yep.